Hey, did you know that Two Girls Shooting the Shit is on Instagram and Facebook? We'd love to hear your feedback, episode suggestions, or just chat with you about life. So follow, comment, and share.
Yes, yes.
It's
So
always
she
they want the
can't.
girl to be so virtuous, but they want to do whatever they want because they don't want that. Why is that? It's something about
Conquering. They gotta put some
competition, sperm fight. Like we were
on.
fighting,
Ooh, sperm fight.
like we,
Oh, that sounds
they
nasty.
do, like they fight to the finish. Like so, like
They
all our,
actually don't.
literally all our life
Fight
we
to
had
the
to
finish.
fight.
Hey Mo.
Hey, girl. Hey, Anna.
Hey, ladies.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Guess who's back?
Back again.
Guess who's back?
Hair fly as usual.
Nails
Oh.
on point.
Mhm.
Thanks. I try.
Stay
Actually, I
flossing.
don't.
Yeah.
How you guys?
Same shit, different day.
Right?
That's what I say.
You?
I'm good. I'm grateful to be here with you guys. You're a little breath of fresh
Aw.
air.
Yeah.
Unless we're gonna
Aw.
deep dive right into life, everything's good.
Right? I'm ready to go to sleep.
So this is a slumber party, y'all. It's late at night.
Too.
Oh, I'm finna get some water and soak my feet. Hold on.
Oh Lord. You couldn't have thought of that 2 seconds ago before we
Or
started.
20 minutes ago.
Now she's got to go get some water to soak her feet. Oh my
It
gosh.
is too.
I know, I should have done a mask or something. What are we doing? I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm trying to eat this cookie without sounding like a whatever.
Cookie looks amazing. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It tastes good. Panera used to have like their toffee something cookie. Delicious.
So you're
I
a
don't
fan
have
of nuts and dessert?
Nuts, I can do without the nuts. I don't need the nuts. It's like
The
all the
pecans that are
caramel
on
and the
top of that?
sea. Yeah, I mean it's okay. I'm whatever. I'm neither here nor there. I probably would prefer without nuts,
Mm-hmm.
but if they're there, that's fine.
I agree. I am like a huge fan of chocolate chip cookies, but when people start putting walnuts and stuff in it, I'm
Let
just
me know
like,
if it's too loud.
I'm out.
You don't like nuts?
I don't like nuts in dessert,
When do you like nuts?
like in trail mix.
Oh wait, that's way too loud. I'm just
Bro, that
That's
sounds like
okay.
some other thing.
Yeah. That's the most strong
I mean,
vibration.
it's a safe space, but it ain't that safe. We're not trying to be present for that.
Quit soaking.
This is really happening.
I don't have filters.
Is this cold water? Man, where y'all at?
You know we're recording, right? She's sitting here trying to soak her feet.
Ugh.
Mo, do you like nuts in desserts?
Pardon?
Do you like
She likes nuts in her chocolate. She's talked about that a lot of times. Like, how are you gonna get me some without the nuts?
Oh God, this is cold. Oof.
What kind of chocolate are we talking about?
Oh God.
Like her Valentine's chocolate and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you. That's so
oh.
sweet that you remembered.
Yeah, I have these little baby macaroons. I threw away the lemon ones because I also don't like lemon dessert.
I don't like anything fake orange flavor. Like, what is that shit? Like,
Ooh. Like
I don't like
do you
chocolate and orange either. Whoever said that goes
Uh-uh.
together. No, it's not right.
Mm-mm.
I was in a vulnerable space my first year of law
Oh
school.
God.
And someone gave me those chocolate orange things that you're supposed to crack.
Mm-mm.
It was disgusting. It was the most disappointing thing I've ever. I hate
It's
fake
so
orange
bad.
flavor.
What about like Tang?
I like Tang,
So bad.
but that's not real orange.
That doesn't even classify as orange.
That's how old we
Tang.
are.
Tang is
That-
fake. But
Tang
people
is
have it. I saw
delicious.
somebody had a bottle, a bag, packet of it on the street. They littered on the street.
Oh,
Do you
it's
remember-
so good.
You know what I like? Orange Bang.
Okay, I was just about to ask you
Yes.
that one too.
I haven't found that anywhere. Like
At the
except for like
Mexican
in
markets, they have it.
Fontana. Yes, like in
Mhm.
the spot.
Except we
I
call
couldn't
it
find any of
something
it.
different.
And it's got to be in that thing, whatever the thing with the horchata next to it and stuff, and it's doing its
Yeah.
thing.
Never heard of it.
Orange Bang.
Girl, and the Jamaica. Ooh, all of
Ooh,
it.
but it's kind of like Orange Julius a little bit, but
Mhm.
way better.
It's like an
And it's-
orange froth.
I never had. Oh, I think I
And
had
it's
it once,
over that
orange
good
juice.
ice. You know what I mean? Like that
It's little
crushed, like
tiny
that the
chips.
little.
Mhm.
I'm about to drive me to the damn taco shop.
Yeah.
Mm.
You probably
eating
have a
your
lot
burrito?
by you.
We do.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh wow, dang.
Y'all's.
But I do remember that it was a shop in the mall, right? Orange Bang.
Orange Julius. Orange
It
Bang
was
is
like
just
a
the name of the
bootleg.
drink.
Oh, okay, yeah. They used to have it there, right?
Mm.
But it's all
Yeah.
about
Oh
the
yeah,
ones
I didn't
at
mess
the
with orange
Mexican
Julius
market.
that much.
Hmm.
Tang.
What
That
about
reminds
like
me of
orange
childhood.
juice?
Oh, I don't do it. I can't do that.
Even if it's fresh squeezed.
I can have a
I
little
want no
bit
parts
here
of
or there.
orange juice.
Yeah, a little bit here or there.
When I was a freshman in college, we went to a frat party, and this was like our first big party, and it was like, oh, okay, whatever. And somebody made me a screwdriver, and I'm stupid. Like, why?
Aw,
I don't
that's
know
cute.
you. You making me a drink? Yeah, but we had that naked juice that they used to sell at Costco.
Oh,
Not the naked
bougie.
brand, but like the big jug of like fresh squeezed orange juice with a pulp in it. It was delicious
Yeah.
juice, but it had been sitting in his room
Oh shit.
all day.
Oh
And
no.
so, and I never really drank before that. And so I had it, and I drank the whole thing, and it was like bad orange juice
Yeah.
and cheap
Oh.
vodka. And so I was not,
Well,
I
you're
have a
supposed
bad
to-
memory like that too with gin and
I
juice.
can't drink orange
Ugh.
juice.
Yeah.
Aren't you
Mm,
supposed to use tequila in a screwdriver?
that's a sunset.
something
Isn't that a
else, yeah.
sunrise?
Oh,
Tequila
okay,
something?
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Tequila sunrise.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm
Okay.
drinking. I was, and I was like, not
Yeah,
trying to be like,
thinking
oh,
you
this tastes
something.
bad. I was like, oh, okay, I'm a party girl.
I can handle
Not.
it. Look at me.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Jungle Juice?
No, what's
Together,
that?
what is that?
It's just a mix of whatever people had at their house.
Oh yeah, like hunch
Like,
punch. Yeah.
Gatorade.
Ugh, why they gonna call it jungle juice? I gotta be sensitive.
I don't know.
Because it's alliteration.
But I know, like King's Cup and stuff. Playing that, I played my fair share of that and drank some really nasty combinations of things.
Keg stands? Did you ever do that?
I never did keg stuff.
I don't like to be picked up. Otherwise, I would have.
I don't think
Was it supposed to hit you harder or something? Why do people do that?
I don't know.
something
I
to
just
do.
didn't want people to pick me up.
Yeah, I don't like people touching my body.
Yeah.
I do. I just don't like to be picked up.
I feel like that's just an excuse for people to feel on you.
Touch. Yeah.
I just don't want to be
Herbies.
dropped. I think I have a fear of being dropped. Like
The
people
game,
think
she
that I'm
was
like
saying.
a short little package and I don't weigh a lot, but then if they pick me up, they're gonna be like, oh shit, and drop me. That's my fear.
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
I think that's why I don't like to jump either, because I can't get my own weight
You
up.
don't like to jump.
I have
Stop
a
it.
fear of
What
jumping.
you jumping for?
love
Like
to
jump
jump.
rope.
You ain't got to jump.
Yeah.
You grown.
I can't. I've had 3 kids. I can't jump rope. I can't
I
jump.
can. I got a jump rope back here.
Let's see it. Come on, come on, come on.
Let's see
Look,
it. Come
do I
on.
look like a
You sitting there
fucking
soaking
monkey?
your
I
feet?
ain't sitting here
No,
demonstrating. I'm relaxing and soaking my feet. Who the hell you think I am?
You said you got a jump rope.
You did the TikTok challenge in your pineapple leggings, and you did amazing until the push up.
And I
Ain't
bet
no
she could
way,
have done it. I think she just trying to be funny.
Ain't no way, boy. You could see me shaking. Ain't no way.
I thought it was acting. I know about you.
Mm-mm.
I've seen you run.
I was just telling Anna I can't run in wedges. I tried to run in wedges. Oh, that was sad.
Wedges, you break your
Anybody
ankle.
can,
I'd be too
Right?
scared to break something.
or everything.
I'm up here trying to run. I'm like, oh, I know I can run
No,
In wedges?
right?
because it was
Why?
raining. It was raining.
Oh.
That's why.
Hmm. You're trying to get out
She's
the
like,
rain.
oh, like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still not.
Nobody
no
wants to
wedges.
walk in the rain. Yeah, gotta get out.
You also don't want to slip and bust your ass. In the rain.
That's why I was slow. Yeah, I was like, I can't. What are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
I mean, we have ideas. We can. What do
I
you guys
have
want to talk about?
terrible lighting, and it's driving me crazy.
Oh, you do. Put
I
the light in
do.
front of
Face
your
the
face.
light.
Yeah,
Face
the
the light.
Oh,
Turn around.
hang
or
on.
Put the light
Give
in
me a
front of you.
second here. Let
Okay,
me
boo-boo.
rearrange my life a
Let's
little
see
bit.
that pretty face.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Trying to,
Take a
trying
bite
to
of this cookie.
hold out. Aw. That
Doing
cookie
some
look good.
rearranging.
It is.
You know what I used to love? I don't even know
But
if
then
they
I
still
can't reach my
exist.
snack.
Mrs. Fields cookies. Remember those? I used to love
The mall
those.
by us has Mrs. Fields. White
Oh,
chocolate
it
chip
still exists?
macadamia.
The macadamia. Yep, that's exactly the one. I used to
Yep.
get the little ones. Ooh.
Yep, the little bite. Yeah.
Wasn't
so you
it
feel
like it
you
was
not doing
down
too
by
much.
work? Yeah, and I would get one after work on payday.
Yeah, there's
ooh,
one
I thought,
downstairs.
I used to think, I don't know about downstairs, with one by work, but yeah, I used to love
I
to go
said
on
there was one
payday.
downstairs.
There was one by work. I ain't trying to get doxxed.
Did you guys ever get the big
There you
cookies?
go, beautiful.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
I feel
Now
like
we can
it's
see.
Still, like, oh, it's still jacked. This place is so dark, like my life.
You look good. Looks
Oh, like
good.
my life.
Aw, ooh, we went dark quick.
Should we talk about our
It's
feelings?
dark.
I know. I stay in my feelings.
Me too.
I don't lately. I'm kind of disconnected.
Oh
And I'm okay
shit.
with it.
Unplugged.
Yeah.
You
I'm
look, you look
social.
real serious.
Right? I'm just
All of a sudden, it looks like she's being interrogated for like a crime. She
Oh
looking
my
at
God.
her
Right, you
lights
got
on
the
her
damn
face.
shining light on your face. What
She's
you
like,
mean?
I'm
What is that?
happy-
Cheese?
I'm
You got some
happy
wine
he's
and
gone.
cheese? Oh, you're adorable. I cannot.
I have some fruit.
Oh,
I basically eat like a child when my child isn't here.
Oh, that's adorable.
No, it's not. I'm having cookies, fruit, and cheese for dinner.
That sounds like
Sounds
Shanti.
good.
There
All
you
the
go,
food groups
yeah.
and stuff. There you go.
Got your
Mhm.
protein.
And a drink, girl. That's grown
Yeah.
woman stuff.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Fancy.
I do what I want. Stuff is what it is.
And it's
right?
also you don't have to cook for anybody stuff.
Mhm.
Like I'm not gonna
yeah,
cook. If I don't
that's
have
true.
To.
Usually
throw
it's
on a
cereal.
Yeah, cereal.
I love cereal for dinner.
I miss cereal. Like I haven't found any good cereal.
Is vegan cereal is that a thing you have to worry about with cereal? Like I don't know.
Yeah, they put milk and stuff in a lot of the cereal, like
To
in
make
the
it?
cereal. Yeah,
Mm.
but then just like I know like a cookie is gonna have way more carbs, but something about seeing like 50 carbs on the box of cereal just makes me mad.
What
I
was
can't
your
even look at
favorite
that.
cereal before being a vegan?
I don't even remember because it's like always something to be desired. Like I used to like Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops and stuff like that, but they would always leave something to be desired. Like it just didn't taste quite right. There's
I know.
a bad
Damn.
taste in my mouth.
Emily's is Captain Crunch.
Yes, girl.
Oh yeah, that too. That cut my mouth. Ooh, that would
That
cut my mouth.
like a muffin.
Yeah, like
On the
I'll
roof
fight
of
you
my
why
the
did I
mouth.
do that?
And I kept eating it, and I'm like, God,
Right?
my mouth is like about to
Crunch
bleed.
berry.
I
Oh
love
man,
it.
I went crazy for crunch berries. I
I
love
love all the
jam is
Captain
berries.
Crunches. The peanut butter
I'm-
Captain
I didn't like
Crunch?
the peanut. That was the struggle one for me. Like that,
I
I
don't
ate
like
it in
it
a
either.
pinch.
Mm. I like all of them.
My go-to
And then
is
they give me the
Golden
boo-boos the next day. I got blue
Oh.
boo-boo.
Oh, that was the same day because I was lactose intolerant. I didn't know at the time, but growing up, I was lactose intolerant. So every time I had cereal, I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, Lord. Switch that almond milk.
Yeah, I was a kid. I didn't know. Ain't nobody
Yeah.
cared.
It's all about the Golden Grams for me.
Oh, those were
Ooh.
good too.
Mm-mm. Pops.
I liked
Pops
them all.
were good.
What were those struggle ones with the bear on it? And they had the
Oh,
little
that-
dots look like pinto beans or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like the
What?
Golden Puffs or something.
Yeah, some kind of bear.
Oh,
and he had the
Or
golden,
yeah.
the Rice Puffs.
yeah.
That
Those
was
were
struggle
struggle.
cereal? Really?
And there
Yeah,
were
they-
honeycombs. You guys remember honeycombs?
I
Yeah,
love
those were struggle,
honeycomb.
too.
Do you?
I
didn't care for
love
them.
especially a big fat one.
Disgusted.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I ate all of them, but I was disgusted.
I don't think there's a cereal I don't like.
Lucky Charms.
Muesli, you like muesli?
I'll eat that. I'll eat that too.
Mm-mm.
I'll put some muesli on over some yogurt. There's not a lot of food I
I
don't
can't
like.
eat much cereal. It's too much fiber.
It's
I
good.
love cereal. It's like
You probably get a lot of
comfort food.
fiber though,
Yeah, I get too
because all
much.
you eat is plants. I don't get
Plants,
any.
baby, plants. I need some some green leafy greens, leafy greens. So I need some leafy greens. I just threw away a bunch of kale, baby kale.
I have a lot of kale in my fridge too. Since I can't have spinach anymore,
Oh, why can't you have spinach?
because my duty test came back and said no more spinach.
Not no more spinach. I might do that. Send me a promo code.
I will. It's Viome.
Your
So-
gut biome. Yeah, I would be interested to see what I'm allergic to. I know it's almonds. I don't know what
Even-
else.
I thought about doing the one from like what is it?
Everly, well,
yeah,
or
Everly?
Ever, yeah.
Everwell. Yeah, they have a
I
food
wanna see that
sensitivity test, and I think it's like $129.
Oh, that's not
Mm.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
And what do? You just stick it up your butt and send it in?
Ooh, why?
No,
Why
they
are we
do a
doing
blood.
that?
Oh, blood. You
They
got a
Or
give
we
you a
have
little
saliva ones
chingadera.
too.
You
to
said
stick your
booty
finger.
test, pooty test. I mean,
Yeah, but you don't go digging around for it because it will come out your body. You can just, dookie in the thing.
oh, so you just sit in it and like put it
You
in
thought
your
I was
butthole?
sticking sticks up my butt?
Oh my
How are
god!
you getting it in? How big is the container? Like you sitting and like dookieing in it? Like
No, the container's like just like a little, like a vial, like you would draw blood.
And so as you do and you just like drop the vial down and be like, catch it.
You've never had to give a stool
they give
sample?
you a plate.
No,
it's like a
obviously.
sheet.
On a
It's a
plate, and then
sheet.
you have to like scoop
put a
it
sheet
with
over
a
the
chingadera
toilet.
and then wipe it in a test tube thing.
Wait, hold up, wait. Y'all both talking at the same time. What?
You get a sheet, and it's
Mhm.
got little tape things. You put it over the toilet. You let it kind of hang a little bit.
Okay.
You do your business,
Mhm.
and then you open
Hammock.
the tube. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like a poop hammock, right? Open the tube, and it's got a little scooper. You just scoop a little bit of the dookie, and then it's all flushable, supposedly. Hopefully, it doesn't back
Y'all
up the
playing
hole,
with
whatever.
Dookie. I don't like touch. Ooh, I'm triggered. I don't like touching Dookie.
I don't even care anymore. I've had a child come up to me with a handful of dookie and put it on my face.
Yeah, I know.
There's
well, I
no
get a deal
more.
with cat doo-doo. So.
I don't have any more whatevers about
And
anything.
Anna picking up Dookie every morning, so we know the Dookie life. But something about my own, like I don't like it. Hot
It's yours.
Dookie. Hot Dookie. Oh no.
Ooh, I don't know what's going on. Oh Lord.
I'm disgusted. I'm so disgusted. I feel weak. I feel weak. I need a hug.
Like Dookie by Rudy
I need
Boots.
a hug.
I'm triggered.
Hot Dookie.
You're triggered.
Scooping up Dookie.
I can deal with my own, I'm
Imagine-
telling you.
Imagine the poor mofo that has to examine that shit. Literally.
Right? Getting
Like
paid.
there's somebody
digging up-
examining your shit.
But they got
Right?
gloves and tools and stuff.
They probably
They're not
got a
sitting here-
fetish talking about
Ain't nothing can
Dookie.
prepare you for opening a test tube of shit that just sat in the mail for 2 days.
They probably
Like,
don't
no.
have any.
And it's all
They're getting
dried
paid.
up and shit. How is it valid?
They're
It's
paying
all
me to do
dried
it.
up in the mail.
No, it's in a solution, and you gotta
Oh,
shake
okay.
it. It's so funny.
okay.
You put the little, and then you gotta shake it, and make sure it's mixed, and then you gotta shake it some more, so it all turns into.
Yeah, I'm okay.
What
to
are we
stick
talking
to
about?
it. We talking
I'm
about-
sorry, people.
I
People are
love
probably
that
Old
grossed
people,
out.
old
eating.
people stay talking about shit. You notice that? Why is that?
'Cause it's
it
important.
changes.
It,
You
like
don't
it
shit, you
literally will
don't
tell you
live.
your health. Like your Dookie
Yeah.
tells you your health. It tells you all about everything.
Yeah, I don't even look. You're supposed to look and see the size and the shape.
You
I
don't look in the toilet?
Hell no.
Really?
I can't.
You're not
It's-
curious?
No, I don't care. If I die, I die. I do not care. Ugh.
So you don't even know.
I'd
if
rather
you,
die than look at it. Like that's how bad it is.
you don't even know if you float or sink.
That's
But you can
important.
tell from the sound, you know.
No.
If
Okay.
it plops, you know you sink.
What's our next step?
As you eat your cheese.
Nothing's gonna not make me eat.
That's good.
I hate to break it to you.
I'm really disgusted. Yeah, can we change?
Can we please talk about the topic I want to talk about? I know y'all probably don't want to.
Girl, just start it and I'll talk. Whatever you want to talk about, I'll shoot.
What do you bring to the table?
Nothing.
Well, Mo, you've sent a couple of links to some YouTubes and different things like that we've got, we've been able to look at. I can't even talk right now because I'm still thinking about shit.
Stop.
That's some shit.
But but there's been some conversations about between men and women, and it would be good to have a male perspective, but it's us and we can just chit chat how we do. Where the man is the provider and the woman is like the caretaker, homemaker, whatever. And it was the question of what do you as a woman bring to the table? And this man said something about whatever you bring, you make a house a home, you clean, you cook. I could pay someone to do that.
Oh yeah, he said he could buy it. Yeah, they always say that on all those manosphere kind of channels.
I'm
I could
not
just
familiar
pay
with the
somebody.
manosphere. I'm not familiar with that funky
men-
ass
it's-
attitude.
Yeah, it's just like men who are fed up with women or who feel like men are getting discriminated against or like treated unfairly. And so they're reclaiming their power. They're taking the red pill and gone down the rabbit hole.
Oh Lord, I don't know. I hate
But,
that question though. It hits me a certain way. Like, what do you bring
Yeah,
to
I
the
would
table?
never answer that. If somebody asked me that, I'd be like, bye. I mean, it's just
I'd be like,
don't
show me
ask
your
that.
table. Do you have a table?
Yeah,
What are we talking about?
that's
here?
what most
What
women
do I
will
have
say.
to work
Like
with?
most women will say, I bring the table.
Or I have my own damn table. What are you bringing?
Yeah, I bring a lot. I mean, I don't bring a lot.
Or let's build
but
a table together. What is this
Yeah, let's
question? Where
build
did
a
it come
table.
from?
It come from self-hating people. I don't know. Because it's like the dynamic is changing a lot. I feel in society where women, like it used to be men courted women and now women are courting men. And I feel like, I'm not here for it. I'll be by myself.
I'm
Well, that's
very
what they-
indifferent about it.
You don't
yeah,
care?
like,
No, it's just because I don't have any.
you don't have a table?
I don't have any place settings like to offer my table to. It's just me and my own table with my kid, you know, like I don't. Yeah. So I'm not offended by the question at all. I'm my own.
I feel like that kind of stuff you don't have to ask. Like, I feel like it's just like someone who does not know how to communicate who would ask something like that. Like, because those kind of things like are obvious. Like, it's obvious you bring a lot to the table, both of you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you're in a relationship, like
I don't need to ask you.
What kind of question is that though? Like, we're just here together. Like, why do we need to tally score, keep score?
Oh yeah, what were they saying? They were saying that the women weren't doing enough because they want equality, and then they want the guy to pay the bill. I think it's something to do with guys paying the bill. They want the guy to pay the bill, but then they don't want to cook and clean. And so the guy's like, well, you can't have it both ways. If you want to pay the bills, I mean, if you want to go out there and work and stuff, then you're going to have to come home and still cook and clean. Like, that's what they're saying. Like, you have to bring something because I can buy a maid.
Yeah, but is that maid gonna
have
suck
sex
you off and nurture you and care for you at the same time?
Well, that's what they said. They can pay a prostitute.
Yeah, you can pay a prostitute for that too.
Yeah. So they went down the rabbit hole of everything they could buy.
But I mean, I don't know. Me personally, if somebody wanted to take care of me at this point, I'd probably be okay with it. And
right?
I have a lot of nurturing and love to give.
Exactly.
But it's so hypothetical for me because I take care of myself. So.
Yeah, same.
What about if somebody asked you that in an interview, though?
What do you bring to the
interview?
Table? Yeah. Would be like,
like for a job?
Oh, I would just ask them what they bring to the table. I mean, I would answer, then I would ask them. I'm not scared of no damn interview. You'll be lucky to have me.
I just think the premise of the question is so fucked up. Like, it's like, what? Why are we even?
It's a combative question. Like,
yeah, it's not. It's not conducive to like having a real conversation about how we want to do things. Like,
agreed.
If I gotta come and like make a list of what I'm doing, or
that's what the women are doing now. The guys are like, "What do you bring to the table?" And it's coming out like guys are copying this, and you'll see it on apps and stuff. What do you like? You will.
And how are these women answering this? I'm just curious.
The same stuff. They're like, I cook and clean and go to work, or so I don't know. Lay it down in the bedroom.
Well, I don't.
They usually say I'm the table, so they kind of deflect.
That's
I'm
dumb
everything.
too.
Yeah.
But my thing would be like, okay, so you can find somebody to cook, you can find somebody to clean. Okay, so what would you pay those people? Okay, then cut me my check. Like, if what I'm doing is not, you know what I mean? Like if what I'm doing isn't value to you, or you don't think that's enough, then you either need to start paying me, or you need to go find somebody else to do it. And to do all the other things.
Mm-hmm. All the other things, you know?
It's an odd question for a partnership.
Yeah, it's just like a combative, like, I'm not into this combative kind of relationship stuff people are doing these days. Like men against women. I think it's stupid.
Why is it like that? Like, I feel like I mean, I'm out the game and I don't really pay attention too much, but I don't understand what happened where all of a sudden, like, everybody, like, the genders hate each other.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know
I think it's just the
incels and all that kind of, like, what is that? What is all
women
this?
became more successful, so men couldn't have power over them. And so then it changed the dynamic where women aren't just picking anybody, like they have more discernment when it comes to choosing a partner. And so it's harder for everybody, including men. And I think that's where it is really, is they're feeling some kind of way that women aren't just, throwing themselves at them, or it's not easy to just dangle a check and a woman is going to come running, like they don't care.
Oh, so you actually have to be somebody or bring something to the table.
You have to bring something. So now they're just like gaslighting and flipping it around.
Nobody's ever asked me that question.
I wish somebody would.
And I think that if they would, I would change the direction and
I'd turn around and change my direction.
I would walk out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a very
whenever they do any kind of that shuffle for me kind of stuff, like if you don't get this right, then you lose a point. Like I don't like that kind of stuff. I'm not playing these games.
So what is the proper way to word the question then?
Just engage with people. There, you shouldn't have to. Like, I know what you bring to the table. I never asked you. You know what I'm saying? Engage with people.
Or at what point are they having this conversation? It seems like some of these people were in relationship.
Like they were married and stuff. But they were just doing it, I think, because it was a hot topic. So they were.
I was about to say that's not how you come at somebody.
Yeah,
you can say, "Hey,
I
I'm
don't think
feeling
that was
like things are a
real.
little uneven. I need some help with this or whatever."
Yeah, I think it was like one of those manosphere topics because they were all talking about what you bring to the table, and it was going around and around all these different panels and stuff.
Kind of dirty.
Stankin' asses.
No, me gusta. I don't like it. But I wouldn't like walk away. I would deflect. I would not deflect it. I would reword it. I think like what you're meaning to ask is, or if you're wanting me to ask, what are the things that you want from a partner? What are the things that you need from a partner?
Oh,
and am I willing to be that?
I like that, girl. That was good. Look at you.
Platinum rule.
We're both
dude.
like, fuck
you
y'all.
just have to like think of everything from the reverse, not from me, but it's about the other person. If you're engaging in that type of conversation, my interest is in you. So I'm gonna ask you.
I love it.
The questions that matter. And it's not me focused, it's you focused. But that's just how I am.
Go girl.
Hence while I'm still single.
Ain't no way, boy. I don't have time for that. I'm not shuffling, I'm not dancing for my dinner. I'd rather be alone.
Dancing for my dinner.
Are you holding your breath over there, Emily?
Yeah, what are your thoughts? What's that? Oh, that's the show.
Huh? I'm quietly eating this cookie. My thoughts. I mean, I feel like that question is loaded.
It is,
and
right?
It has no and it's asked without the intention of getting a legitimate answer.
Exactly. It's provocative. That's what it is.
It's also not very thoughtful, and I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that people know any better to put thought into the question, to reword it, because I don't think that everybody means it in a mean, malicious way.
Yeah.
I think
that oh, go ahead.
Oh, I think a lot of people that would ask that question genuinely would like a genuine answer, but they just don't know how to ask the question.
Yeah.
So
like
that's
that
why
what
I
you said.
say, like, I wouldn't walk away. I would definitely rephrase.
I would.
I would walk away
because I feel like you know me by
training.
now. That's not how you don't talk to me like that.
Yeah. And it also depends on like how well you do know this person. But if you're on like a third date with somebody and they don't know you and they don't know how you are as a partner.
That's rude. Then what do you bring to the table? You're going to find out, like.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think a lot of people think that's a rude question, and they don't mean it.
But I'm saying, if you're that stupid where you don't know the things that you do are ridiculous, then F you, because that's a whole down the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else are you gonna say? What other inappropriate things are you gonna say that I have to be on alert? High alert.
I think that question though highlights the importance we put on financial contribution versus emotional or whatever other contributions people may bring, support. But it also highlights how men really don't have to do much but provide to hit the mark. That's all you need to do. Like, you really don't need to be caring or this or that. Like, you just need to make money, keep a roof over everybody's heads, and that's it. And you're seen as a success of some sort.
I noticed that.
Whereas women have to do all the things that supposedly they could buy, support, be sexually present, raise kids, make the house a home, go work and bring money as well. Like all of these things. Whereas for a man, it's like, just bring home a good paycheck, make more than your woman.
Right. And they're not even doing that anymore. I think there was some report, I didn't look it up, but some report about millennial women being embarrassed about making more than their partners. And I'm like, no.
I feel like that doesn't even matter. Like, some of that, I mean.
If you're partners, then ain't it both of y'all's? I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of blurring of quote unquote like traditional gender roles and expectations in relationships. And I think that might be another thing for people to discuss before they go too far into a relationship is how do you view that? Are you looking for something traditional? Are you a traditional person? Are you, you know what I mean? Because that's just one more thing that has evolved over the past 20 years, I would even say, that people need to talk about, not just, religious values or politics or whatever.
That's a question I have for you. As someone who hasn't been in a relationship, what are questions that you ask people as you get to know them to see if you want to be in a relationship? Like, I don't know. I'm generally agitated and I'm done with everybody. So that's not mature. Like, it's not mature.
It's not much. It's you've been hurt.
It's like a what? Yeah, avoidant.
Yeah, it's kind of avoidant. But it's like you made the mistake of trusting those red flags sometime in the past, and now it just presented itself again, and you have the opportunity to walk away. So of course you're going to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all it is. It's a muscle memory.
Trauma response.
Yeah.
It also seems
I'm like,
weird.
I haven't even gotten that deep to like,
but so you don't have to, because that one thing can just be
it's just like,
it's
that's
just not for me anymore.
Because I'm like, I have so many friends, and y'all are decent. You're not some weirdos.
Decent. Thank you.
You're not some weirdos who can't spell and stuff, and who don't know how to make a living for yourself. So why is it that I have such a high caliber of women I'm around, and I know, there's like the mating selection, so they're not enough. But then we're on like Instagram and stuff, and I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. I'm seeing my 600-pound life people having partners and stuff, and all this. And so it's just like, what's the disconnect? Like, how am I not able to connect with men? Yeah, I don't know. Besides the people who want me to beat them up. So maybe I'm too intimidating. Maybe, I mean, and I know that's a common cop-out, but I feel like it's something to do with the male ego. It's something I don't coddle the ego right. Like, I don't know how to do that, I think
you might be overthinking stuff too. Like what I'm observing and from my experience, because I have never dated in this time, for one. So that's like my little asterisk. Yeah. I don't know what this is like, because everybody I'm talking to is like, it's some shit, like, and I don't know what this is.
Oh, you know some other single people, they straight? What's their story?
No, but just we were talking on the last episode of the podcast, and it was just like, yeah, it's hard out here.
You holding out, girl.
I feel like every relationship I've gotten into, or just any dates I've had, was never approached with the focus I feel like that maybe you approach it with, because what you're looking at, I don't know that, are you going in just, hey, I'm here to have a good time, whatever, like, you know what I mean? I don't.
That's why I go out like sometimes with somebody on the fringe, like, let's see what happens. You never know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've never had or just like an idea of what I wanted that early. I don't know. It's for me, it was always like that's why I ended up dating some real hot messes or whatever. Yeah. But it was just, and that was also when I was 20 or something, having a good time.
So young.
And I think at this age, naturally, we all, women who are single at this age, have higher expectations or know what it is they're looking for, because they've established their own lives.
Yeah.
You know who you are. You have a home, where you live, you have, a job, you've got established relationships. So you're looking for somebody who's going to fit into that, rather than just, hey, anybody, let's have fun,
Yeah.
So I think there's that extra piece.
I remember like some people would be like thinking, just because they had a man that was like a prize, like, ooh, I got a man, and it was almost like an insult.
What's your man got to do with you?
Like, you ain't got a man, I got a man. And is he a good, like, what? And I don't want it, so who cares? That ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's how maybe people were validated, is through having a relationship.
Yeah, it's a social. I mean, it is validating, right? You're continuing the human race. You're participating in humanity the way it's supposed to participate, and so
you're getting that deep.
Exactly, and that's like helps your hormones and stuff like that. So the only thing that I can think of,
you said it helps your hormones.
The only thing that I can think of is that I'm selected out of the game. Darwin won.
You're speaking negative things out into the universe.
I mean,
what about?
I'm speaking of truth.
Let's change it up a little bit. What about the interview questions that you would ask a potential friend, not even a partner?
I don't ask interview questions. If somebody came at me like that, I would punch him in the face.
No, we're not talking about a friend coming to you and saying, what do you bring to the table? We're talking about you. What are you asking somebody that's potentially a new
I don't
friend?
like, you see, we just talk and we just learn how to know each other through like, that's what I like. I like guys like that too, and I've met a few like that. Oh, I love a good banter. I don't like people who are like, what are your top 3, or what are your, fuck you and your fake ass fucking icebreakers. I ain't got time. Okay?
What if that was a really nice person and they were just trying because they were nervous? And they were just like, I don't know how to.
But I was gonna say Emily knows, but you may not know. I don't think you've ever seen me on a date. But yeah, it's so funny because I used to be so shy that it was almost like I probably just wasn't myself.
Paralyzed. Yeah.
And I was just like, what am I going to say? I'm scared. But now I'm not shy. I'm just the same as this. I mean, I'm not as loud, maybe, on the first date at least. But yeah, I don't know. You just get to know and it's like, I feel so blessed. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm rich in friends. Like, I don't really have a lot of close friends who are like codependent, but I have close friends who love me all over the world. And I think that's important. You know, that's more important than being, you know, like having somebody to do everything with all the time, you know, as far as friends. And no one's ever sat down and been like, what are your top three? You know, like, it's just like, we just naturally got to know each other.
Your friends?
Yeah. Like, we didn't sit around saying, what are your top three? We might play a game or something and discover that stuff, but we don't give interview questions.
Huh.
Like,
I don't know.
Literally,
I don't know how y'all
we just started
date.
talking.
I said, I don't even know how y'all date. Like, I've
Girl,
said it before. I will say it a million times again. I feel like the advent of technology has fucked up love and life. For everybody.
Yeah.
Tinder,
like COVID is a sign.
But I think the idea that my options are endless makes it so that you don't have to make a choice. Yeah. Because you don't have to work at a relationship because there's another one around the corner. Like, and there's
always a newer model. There's always someone willing to put up with your abuse. There's always going to be someone who's willing to put up with whatever bullshit you have that you're not going to work through. There's going to be someone younger and cuter who's willing to put up with it. And not to say, I sound negative, like, I don't think everybody is bullshit, but I'm just saying it's hard out there. A lot of people are. You have to mine, and it's hard to, you know, mine for that one little diamond out in these stinking ass streets.
Not just that though, but if people are on this Tinder game, this whatever app situation where it's one hookup after the other, or one like 2 or 3 dates and then on to the next, nobody is investing time in another person and learning who they are in a relationship. So there are a whole bunch of people who are 30, 40, 50, never been married, never been in a long-term relationship because they don't know themselves in a relationship and they don't know how to be in one.
That's me.
Yeah, but I mean, that could be part, not that that is a response to the apps, but I think that we're getting more people who are not getting experience because these apps make it so they don't have to experience a relationship.
And then I also just know, like, what I'm willing to put up with and what I'm not willing to put up with. And I think in the past, I may have not been willing to put up with a lot more. But there's still a lot that I'm not willing to put up with. But also, like you were saying, I think I was very, what you bring to the table. I didn't ask that, but I think I was like that. And that's a selfish way. And I think that we live in a selfish time. So everything is me versus us. It's very me focused.
I think
exactly
also
what I was just saying. Yeah,
you may be more rigid. Well, definitely you are more rigid than I am in what you are looking for, what you expect. And that might be maybe part of it. Like, if you
am I though? You were very specific. You've had a list and everything.
Yeah, but I mean, if people didn't, I made that list after doing all kind of other stupid stuff or whatever. And even then, not the entire list. And so, but I remember you telling a story about, like, you didn't stand up when I entered the room. Boop, bye, like stuff like that. But like, I would probably, that wouldn't be my, date's over, I'm not talking to you again. You know what I mean? So,
and also it's hard to navigate because a lot of people got into relationships after having sex on the first date or like very soon after meeting. And that's something that I thought was, you're not supposed to do that. That's bad. But it's like, it's also a way a lot of men connect. Like, they don't know how to connect otherwise. And so it's like, because I looked at like some people who were like, I was like, I can't do that. I got to get to know you, blah, blah, blah. And then they ended up in long-term relationships or married or something. And so it worked.
It can knock the awkward out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's one less thing hanging over you. Okay, now let's talk.
Yeah.
Which is weird,
That's a whole other thing. Body talk, body count. The guys are going around asking women what their body count is. Like, really?
Why does that even matter?
Because of their insecurity. I swear that's the only thing that I could think of. Like, they feel like, all of these other men have seen that. Oh God, what if I don't compare to these other guys?
Oh, my God.
Why would you even
Hell
think
no.
that? Ew, that's
That
sad.
is like the ultimate insecurity. We've all
Yeah.
slept with somebody else. Everybody else is somebody else has always
Right?
seen us naked. Like, what's the big deal?
But they're even doing that on 90 Day Fiance. The girl is mad because the
Mm-mm.
guy slept with somebody. It's like, dude, what did you think? Then she got her friend fake
Well,
texting him and stuff.
No, but
No.
yeah, that whole thing is stupid, but it's because he's claiming to be a virgin
Religious, yeah.
and making and holding her to
Oh
that
wait, he
standard.
lied. I didn't realize he lied.
Yeah, he's trying to get her to convert to Mormonism.
And he
And
said that
he was yes.
But it's
So
always
she
they want the
can't.
girl to be so virtuous, but they want to do whatever they want because they don't want that. Why is that? It's something about
Conquering. They got to put some
competition, sperm fight. Like we were fighting.
Ooh,
like
sperm fight.
Like
Oh, that sounds
they
nasty.
do. Like they fight to the finish. Like so. Like
They
all
actually don't.
literally all our life we have to fight.
They hardly ever make it.
You said a fight to
Exactly.
the finish.
And the one who made it is
That's
the fighter.
wrong.
That's why we got a bunch of fighters. Ain't nothing but people out here fighting.
A
No,
fight
it's
to the
because
finish.
I think differently. I think just people are so used to being defensive about every single thing, especially men. And I don't mean to men bash, but it's kind of the way that they're raised. Like instead of owning up to something you did wrong,
Spoiled.
say you're sorry. And like it's a huge problem.
You're
A
less
lot
of
of
a man if
people-
you say you're sorry. Like that's what
Right.
they think. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't know how to
Some.
apologize, like
Mhm.
in general. And I
Ego.
think that that's so important that you teach children. My 10-year-old daughter, if she says, I'm sorry, like try again.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try again until you get it right.
It's so
And-
funny because to hear you guys and your young kids, I feel like some people stop developing emotionally around your kids' ages. Because that's
Exactly.
what it
This
seems
is
like.
exactly it. Like so many times parents just want to hear, I'm sorry, and not a real apology.
Mhm.
I'm sorry for this and that it made you feel this.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
And look at the
it's
person.
The
when you're
beginning.
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. That
I
is the
agree.
beginning.
And then
of-
don't do it again. My daughter apologized and I say, you know what? The best apology is changed behavior.
Yeah.
So I don't want to
that's
hear
great.
you apologizing all the time because I really hate when women are always saying, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't do that. But when you are sorry for something, you can apologize, but you need to stop it. Stop doing that thing. You need to change your behavior so you're not constantly apologizing.
Mhm.
Right.
So-
But so many people aren't taught the correct way to apologize. So fast forward to when you make a mistake, instead of, okay, I'm sorry, and it should be done, right? But no, to people that know how to really apologize and expect a real apology, no, that's not okay. So then once the I'm sorry isn't okay, it's, well, you did this and then this happened. It's automatic
Right.
defense. So it just
But that's
comes
a lot of
back to
people
just,
out there.
like, people not being taught manners, because so many parents would rather just hear I'm sorry than put the work into an actual real apology.
But that's
You
what
know,
I think
and you
the
know what?
problem is.
It really is. Like that's what it goes back to. And
But
I
I
can
think-
remember
Home
my
training.
mom, oh my gosh, she used to tell us all the time, if it's something that you're going to be sorry for, don't do it. And
Yeah.
like it has stuck with
Absolutely.
me. It's
That makes
it's a
sense.
terrible thing. It does make sense, but right
But
before you're
people
about to do something, you think about it because those words were
You hear her voice.
yeah, I just hear it. But so many people, especially boys, aren't taught to apologize, and then they're taught to be defensive.
People
And
aren't
that's
taught
kind of-
to be
Period.
real. So men, I feel like what happens with men and why we have this big incels is they think I'm going to pretend to be nice, or maybe they are actually nice, or they think they're nice. And because I'm nice, you owe me you. Just because I'm nice. And then when you don't want me, oh, well, F you, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, so you were never really nice. You're just learning. I feel like when you raise your kid to say I'm sorry and not mean it, you're raising a manipulative person. You're teaching that person how to manipulate in order to get what they want. And I think that's where we are in the world.
Well, yeah, and like Emily was just saying, so many women are just like, I'm sorry, and like
Yeah.
they don't even know what they're sorry for. They're just saying
Mhm.
sorry to bring
Yeah,
some
people- I
type of,
noticed
They're
a lot of
acquiescing
women.
to somebody
ground.
else. I hate that.
And I'm like, boo,
Mm-mm.
please. You didn't do anything to be sorry for. Like, what are you
Mhm.
apologizing for?
Have you guys ever been forced to apologize as kids?
I'm sure. I don't
Yeah,
remember. but I'm
yeah,
sure.
I
I
don't
can
remember, but I'm sure.
remember. I can remember trying to be forced to apologize, but
You're like,
I
I'm
would
not
like
the one.
no, I I can remember like being a kid, and I think I don't know, I hit my brother with a hammer or something.
Oh my God. How are you going to be like,
He
oh yeah, I just
deserved
hit my
it.
brother with the hammer. He deserved you.
No, he deserved it. He had like zip tied my hands and like hit me with objects.
What were
because he
y'all
wasn't-
doing?
The hell?
We always fought. No,
That's the next level.
Right?
That's some
And
Liam
then he's like,
Neeson
January
stuff.
6th.
if you tell, you're gonna be in big trouble. And one of us got caught. I think I got caught because I finally like broke free, and I was just like, bah, dropped the hammer. And my mom and my dad, they were like, you need to apologize to your brother. And I'm like, but I'm not sorry. And they're like, well, you need to apologize. And like, well, what's my punishment?
Yeah.
And like, what's my punishment? Because I am not sorry. I have zero sorry. And they're like, well, you need to be. And I'm like, but I'm not. And
This is a horrible conversation.
and they were like, okay, well, you're just going to have to go to bed. I'm like, okay, good night.
Like that, first of all, they didn't address the issue. Why? The why was never addressed.
Yeah, I mean, this is back in the 80s.
But I'm just saying, nobody does this.
Yeah, nobody did that then. Yeah.
Exactly. And so these are the people that are now adults
hammer.
that don't know how to. I'm still not sorry.
Good for you. I like that integrity.
Oh my gosh. No, my mom said I was the worst. She's like, once your mind is made up, like there's no changing it. And if you're not sorry for something, she's like, you're never going to be sorry. And I'm like, yeah, because I understand what it means to be sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to apologize for something that I'm not sorry for.
But I've had that as a girl.
Meanwhile, my brother's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you ain't sorry.
He's not really sorry. He just wants the problem. He knows he says he's sorry. He can go on with his life.
Exactly. And
a lot of relationships work like that. So the men will be, I'm sorry, I'm done. And it's like, it doesn't work that way.
No, but these are now grown ass men that have established this type of apology because they don't know any differently. They don't know any better. And then the second it's not good, the defenses are up.
Yeah. And that's the thing that's scary. And I think we were I don't know what we were talking about, but how people murder people. And it's like, it was probably just a split, like their ego got bruised a split second and they just lost it and like, bam. And they don't realize, like, then it's like, oh, what have I done? And it's crazy, like that level of defensiveness and just ego. And like, what are you feeling? Like, it's not that serious. Like, why is everything so serious?
I'm feeling some hammer time.
Stop, hammer time.
It's a problem. She got a hammer.
Oh, Lord. You just had that in reach? Like,
Hansel has a jump rope and a hammer in reach.
I don't want to know what goes on in her house.
I do. She has a jump rope and a hammer. This is amazing. Yeah, it's a big problem.
I miss people. Like I miss
in person,
real life friends. Is that like? I mean, you guys are real life. Do you know what I mean? But like
you can go to the store.
Let's go grab lunch.
Yeah.
Or hey, we'll come over for wine real quick. Let's have a chit chat or whatever. Like that doesn't happen anymore. Like that hasn't happened
a little bit, but I moved.
A long time. Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody's moved or got like I've been all over the place.
Yeah.
And I feel like it slows down once you start having kids and you get married and you start doing that stuff. Okay, Miguel.
I just lost the care. Like, I feel like at this age, I'm secure in the friendships that I have. While it would be nice to have people locally, who are local, I just don't have the energy to go through all of those layers. And, and I'm very, I don't know if it's what it is, but like I was saying, and we were talking about what you're crazy. Mine is, I can't read, I can read between the lines. So if you're telling me something and your behavior or like the tone is
a disconnect.
There's a disconnect. I can tell. And so you're trying to put your representative on and be uptight or be a certain way because you're trying to be politically correct or something. And I don't like fakeness. So it just bothers me. So I'd rather be around people who are real, but it takes time. Not everybody's comfortable being real.
Yeah. I don't need I'm not talking about making new friends. I feel like I have very little energy period to maintain
same.
friendships.
I don't have the energy at all.
But I wish that we were close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people, my existing
Now I get what
friends.
you were saying because we talked about this. Because remember, I was trying to set you up with a friend, and you're
I don't have the energy for that.
Yeah.
That's that takes a lot of work to cultivate a new friendship.
Because you got to get to know them. You got to go through their BS,
trusting,
and learn their ways.
And yeah.
Trust. They're going to project shit on you because other people have treated them a certain way. And it's like, I'm not like, it's like a whole thing.
Yeah,
and
I'm
so
tired.
It's like, I just don't have the energy. I don't care.
I don't care enough to try to do that. Yeah. If it happens
but
naturally,
I want
fine,
to date just because, and I don't even know if I'm going to like it. Can I just try and see if I like it?
A relationship?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I mean, because I'm pretty comfortable. Like,
you should do some experiments. I feel like the next date that you have, just be agreeable to everything and see what happens.
I don't want to
knowing in your mind, like, hey, I really don't like that he just did this, whatever, but just, and just see what happens. Like, I'd be on some scientific shit. I think
I am like that. I'm not going to be like, you ain't got no home training, man. Like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to, like.
No, but I mean, like, I don't know. But I think it would be interesting.
Can we be the
I'm sure there's
movies.
I feel like there's movies that are like this. Like I feel like I want you to do this and document it and like make a docu-series of like just different personas. Like what do men respond to? What don't they respond? Like I think that would be interesting.
I feel like that was my younger years, and now I don't care. This is me. I'm always be me. Of course, there's always room for growth. I'm not saying that, but as far as, putting on some character in order to attract a man, I'm not doing it because I'm not going to change. I'm stuck in my ways. I'm an older woman. I'm stuck in my ways. You're
not that old. I'm an older woman stuck in my ways. Hey, granny. You're not even an auntie. You're a granny. Look at that.
Wow.
You're so silly. What happened?
Oh, we got sour blueberries.
Oh my gosh.
See, should have had cereal.
But yeah, people want a maid and a prostitute, like.
Ooh. But they ain't trying to pay for any of that.
Exactly.
So what is that called when you're not paid for it?
I don't know.
You're not even a whore.
A winch? I don't know what it's called.
What is that called? It
a wife.
Depressing.
Stop.
I said it sounds depressing. I love being married.
I don't know. What do you love about what is marriage?
I loved the partnership, but it was very short-lived. And I think I kind of made up a story in my head.
Mm-hmm. Everybody does.
Not
Married at First Sight is the perfect example.
I did it to survive. I had to make up a fake story in my head because I was too insecure to tell people what was really happening.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I could like to be married. Let me rephrase
I think
that.
I could like to be married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could like the partnership, and I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I'm asking too much when really like my number one thing is
that's not too
effort. Like that's it.
Yeah,
and it sounds so easy, and like,
effort.
why is that so hard for people?
Just the bare minimum of stuff. Why is that?
Yeah.
Because
you were saying the other day, what was it? The basic needs of survival.
Oh yeah, Maslow's hierarchy.
Like,
yeah. Security.
Like, it's hard to find a man that could even meet that.
Yeah.
What are they?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But for me, I feel like life is hard, and it would be nice to have someone to ride along with. That's the only thing I can think of, just like to help carry the burden of moral support. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't need anything but moral support, encouragement.
You don't want to be like adored.
Sex.
And like, you don't want to be like.
I don't need to be adored. I hate compliments.
You don't want to feel wanted?
Well, yeah, I think that comes through action. I don't need fake actions to tell me I'm wanted. It should.
But they're not fake. If someone actually does feel that way.
Yeah, but what makes you feel wanted? Like, what are some things that make you feel wanted?
Effort, time.
What's effort? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But partnership is time. Like, I don't understand what you're contrasting.
As far as dating, it's, hey, I have a lot going on, but I'm gonna make time to see you.
Yeah.
Or
that's what I want too.
But why is that so difficult?
Yeah, it's so difficult, and people
it's
just
so easy for people just to put their own needs.
Selfish.
It just resonates, and like, yeah. So here's the thing: like, we're all going through shit all the time.
Yeah, all of us.
Mm-hmm. But I'm still willing to make the effort to comfort you and be there for you.
And they use you. There's a whole, I could show you some YouTubes. They use you as basically like a counselor. I mean, I don't do that because I don't trust. I don't know. Like I feel like I still don't trust, but I'm open to try. But I'm not getting the real opportunities. But people will use you as a counselor. I actually have had that, where they use you like a counselor, like moral support, one-sided moral support. Like I want partnership. I want reciprocal moral. Like I want us to work together towards common goals together. And I don't need gifts. I hate gifts. I like time. Like if you said, "Oh, let's go down to the winery for the weekend or for the day." You know, how was your day? Like if it's a stranger saying it, I don't mind. How are you? I don't like, but how was your day? I'll tell you what I did. Maybe you can pick up something to talk about, you know, if we're just started talking, but
I'll throw you
just
a bone.
little things to show they care. Here's a vegan something, you know, like just nice little things people do, gestures. Oh, I cooked this vegan dish. Like one time, this guy, we were hanging out and he wouldn't eat meat in front of me, you know, and I was like, how cute is that? You know,
Just thoughtful.
Like, he was not cool. That's what I'm saying. They be manipulating, so you gotta.
Yeah.
It's
Gosh, like how sad that that's the way we have to look at things, huh? Like everybody has a motive.
Yeah, and so it's like it sucks because you want to be open and receptive to it, but then it's like, oh, he's too nice. What the fuck game he trying to play? What he trying to do? What you
that's
trying
sad,
to do?
huh?
Boo? But I'm not for everybody. I'm rare. I'm for a limited edition, you know.
Limited edition.
Limited pool. But I feel like because I was so awkward, I never developed that sexiness or whatever women are supposed to have.
I don't even know what that is.
Right?
Same.
But I feel like there's someone for everyone, but maybe how am I going to, like, they could be in another continent, like, how am I going to find them? And then, like, people ask you out and go out with you and not telling you the context. Like, if I don't meet you on a dating app, I don't know what the context is. Like, I don't know.
What do you mean?
Like, what do you mean? Like if
you're
it's a
meeting
real
in real
date?
life. Yeah, if you meet in real life, if I meet a guy in real life and he asks me out, I'm going to assume it's a date. But then it's not. Like, they were just asking me out and maybe they're not interested.
Like you meet up with him and all his friends show up kind of thing?
Or you meet up with him and you have, like, it seems like a date, and then he still keeps in touch, but doesn't say anything. Yeah, just like keeps in touch, but is not trying to see you again, but still wants to keep in touch. What's going on?
I'm so confused. Like with the stuff you guys talk about right now, I'm like, what?
Oh, I was like, something wrong with your computer? Welcome to my life, girl.
No, this is real.
Yeah.
And
they'll take you out, they'll pay and everything, and we'll talk to you every day and will not. Like, it's
make
just
the
like
effort to see you.
Yeah.
Yes. And maybe this goes back to what you were saying about so many other options being.
Yeah,
right,
you were one of 3 that week or something.
They're holding out for something better.
But they're still keeping in contact with you just in case. Who knows?
Yeah.
Hey, kitty.
I know, right? Hey, Miguel.
Oh, I can't. Miguel has the sweetest purse.
She looks like a llama. Look at her.
She's so cute. Oh, I can't wait to meet her. Let me check these flights.
Yeah. Yeah. Dating is not fun. You are not missing out. Yeah, and I'm sure you could tell us the same thing about marriage.
I'm like, I don't care what anybody says about anything. I'm that kind of person. You know what I mean? You tell me don't walk into the fire. I'll be like, I got to walk into the fire. I got to see for myself. I'm
a hopeless romantic. I have this I don't even know the word. I have this like $100? Faith in everybody. And
that's good.
No,
it's not naive.
I feel like I used
what is
to
it called?
be.
Pollyanna. That's what they call. Oh, Anna. Pollyanna.
No, it's lame.
You have to. I feel like that's a survival skill because this is not fun. Not having faith in the universe. Like, you gotta have like faith in something. So I'm here for it.
I feel like I used to be a very emotional person.
And you aren't anymore?
Like I used to feel big feelings, you know?
Oh yeah, so dramatic.
Very, yeah, but like now it's just
numb.
Yeah, it feels like that. I don't know if that's just middle age or, imbalances or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, I used to feel I was like,
I miss that.
I had emotions.
Yeah, I miss that.
Now
because I haven't
I don't emote.
Like, I don't know what you're supposed to feel. Like, I used to want to feel that rippling wave of electrical current that would go through your body when you met someone. But that's not real. That's lust.
Yeah. And that's where your judgment becomes clouded and,
Always.
jaded, and anything this person can say, you're just like,
because you're pushing.
Okay, I don't agree, but I
could see it in your eyes when you did that. I was like, yep, I know exactly what she's talking about.
It sucks. That's not real.
But it is nice to have, like, I used to always have a crush. Like, I would always have like a little crush, and it was just like what I needed to hold me over, get those little electrical waves and stuff. I don't
feel butterflies if you ran into them somewhere.
And it would feel so good. And now it's just like, I don't have it anymore.
Fuck your mama, fuck you.
And I'm like, am I a bitter old lady now? But I'm not. Yes. Like, I'm so trying. I'm trying, but it's just like,
I think we all are.
Yeah.
Just straight up bitter.
Is it us, or is it just not enough quality men to, like, cishet men? I'm open to trans men. I don't know how to meet them. Is there an app? Let me see.
I actually know somebody that could help you with that.
Ooh, yeah, call him.
No.
Shoot.
Off air.
What?
I think, we always talk about like our kids and how they're doing in the pandemic and emotions and stuff like that. And I wonder if we all know that everybody's been like messed up from this. Like, this is not a normal situation. We've been isolated from people. Life got disrupted. And I think maybe that might be something more global than what we're thinking about. Like, we're talking about dating, but I think that we are all probably experiencing effects from quarantine, being alone, whatever. And these men, and we don't talk a lot about, although I know you bring it up, Mo, that men have mental health issues and a lot of things too. And like, they could be going through some shit. Like, I think everybody's just messed up. Like, how do you do anything anymore? And then especially when it comes to emotions, being vulnerable, putting yourself out there, putting effort forth, prioritizing things. I think it makes you go back to a codependent state or a very self-protective me state, because you've been by yourself. So you have to take care of you. So it's going to take some learning, I think, or unlearning in order to become more vulnerable and available to connect with other people.
But I think that was like a self-protection, because I definitely see people connecting. People are making moves, meeting people in the pandemic. I just, this girl I know was just saying she got married. She met her boo in the pandemic and got married in the pandemic. So it's definitely out there. And I wasn't meeting anyone when we were free. So I'm not even going to blame the pandemic.
I have a question though. Okay. So like because I do think that there is, and this is a good quality, so I don't want this to land wrong, but I do think that when I said before you were rigid on what you want, I do think you know what you want, and you're not going to take less than what you want. And I think there's a lot of people
how I should be treated. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But I think there's a lot of people who are taking less.
People, not you, because you're not doing it, but a lot of people pleasers out
there.
But
there's people who are taking something less than what their ideal would be because they want that companionship. You know what I mean? It's a trade-off. And so
they can't deal with themselves. They don't know how to deal with themselves.
But that could be your friends. That could be me. That could be Anna. That could be whoever. And it may look from the outside, oh, people are finding each other in this pandemic, when what they're doing is settling because they were alone for too long.
Yeah. That's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it's, I'm an introvert, and I spent a lot of time alone. And I am comfortable in my peace. And I was afraid in the past. I was afraid to ruin that peace. And then now I'm open to, and it's like the way I'm even framing it, ruin. I wanted somebody who's not going to ruin that. And so it's hard to find because we're all coming with our own things. Like, I don't want anyone who's going to lay up in my house. I want someone who's motivated, who brings something to the table. Okay, well,
thanks, y'all. Love you. Take care.
Okay.
We out.
Thanks, Anna. Appreciate
you. Guys.
Love you guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.